Alright, picture this. You're scrolling through your feed and suddenly you see a meme of the Artifice or maybe a clip from Phineas and Ferb, and you're instantly transported back to a time where things were just different. You're not just remembering, you're reliving that feeling of being a kid or a middle schooler plopping in front of the TV with your favorite snacks or hanging out with your friends at lunch talking about that one YouTube video everybody was obsessed with. Today we're going to be diving deep into why Gen Z of all people seems so hooked on nostalgia and why we can't get enough of reliving those memories from the early 2000s and early 2010s. From cartoons and classic video games to those unforgettable viral moments and school memories, we're all exploring why we're so attached to the past and what it says about our generation. First off, let's talk about why nostalgia feels so comforting. Nostalgia is like a time machine that brings us back to the moments that felt safe, where the biggest problem we had was which Pokemon game we wanted to play and which Adventure Time episode we missed. For Gen Z, who's seen a lot of change and uncertainty, these old memories can be a grounding force. Nostalgia just gives us something to hold on to. Every time you hear the sound of a DS starting up or hear a line from SpongeBob, it's like a mini vacation back to simpler times. Interestingly, Gen Z's nostalgia is unique because most of our childhood lives online. I mean, we grew up as social media evolved and everything from our past is practically archived on the internet. Every meme, every viral video, every trend is still there to this day. Unlike older generations, who might have only memories or physical mementos, we have digital footprints that make us feel like our past is only a few clicks away. That's why when someone mentions Charlie Bit My Finger or the Duck song, it's almost like a shared language that instantly connects us. Now let's talk about cartoons. Cartoons were a huge part of the simplicity. Shows like SpongeBob, The Fairly OddParents, Phineas and Ferb, and Adventure Time were more than just animated stories. They were worlds that we could disappear into away from reality. These shows had their own rhythm and quirky humor that made us feel at home. Episodes were always funny, always surprising, and somehow always stayed the same no matter what was going on around us. Revisiting these shows now brings back not just the laughs but also that sense of stability we felt as kids. When we rewatch these cartoons, it's like we're reuniting with our old friends who helped us make sense of the world back then. In a way, cartoons taught us more than we realized at the time. Avatar introduced us to the themes of honor and inner strength, while SpongeBob taught us the power of optimism and friendship even when life got tough. It's no surprise that we feel nostalgic for these shows. They played a part in shaping who we are. When we see these old clips or hear those theme songs, we're transported back to a time where we were still discovering ourselves but had all the time in the world to do it. That feeling of reconnecting with our younger selves is a powerful part of why nostalgia hits so hard. Another big reason why nostalgia is so strong for Gen Z, the video games we grew up playing. Games like Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros, and Wii Sports weren't just games, they were full-on social events. Think about the hours we spent gathered around the TV, laughing with friends, arguing over who was the best at Mario Kart, or who could get the highest score in Just Dance. These games created memories that go beyond the screen, like they were about shared experiences, building friendships, and those unforgettable moments of fun and chaos. But there's something special about the consoles themselves too. Just the sounds and the visuals, like the startup of the Wii or the handheld feel of the DS, are enough to make anyone feel a wave of nostalgia. These consoles represent an era where gaming was still simple and purely about enjoyment. You didn't need to be the best gamer, you just needed a few friends and a couple of controllers to have a good time. When we look back on these moments, it's not about the games we played, it's about the connections we built and the laughter we shared. Now let's talk about another big part of Gen Z's nostalgia, the prime of YouTube. Back in the late 2000s and the early 2010s, YouTube was a totally different place. It felt raw, open, and almost like a club where you could find the weirdest, funniest, most creative videos with just a few clicks. Creators like Fred, Smosh, and even Berleezy were huge, and their videos gave us endless laughs. What made YouTube so special back then wasn't just about the videos themselves, it was about how we shared them. Instead of the algorithm pushing out videos onto our feeds, we discovered them through word of mouth. Like a friend would show you something funny and you would share it with another friend. It created this sense of community, like you were part of a secret club where everyone was in on the joke. Looking back, YouTube's early years were filled with creators who weren't afraid to take risks. The content might not be as polished as it is today, but it was raw, authentic, and full of personality. Watching videos like Fred yelling into a webcam or Filthy Frank pushing boundaries with his strange skits made the platform feel like a place where anything could happen. Even though YouTube has changed a lot since then, those viral moments still linger in the back of our minds. They remind us of a time when the platform was more about having fun than chasing views or brand deals. Now let's talk about school. School memories have a way of sticking with us, even the smallest ones. There's something special about the rituals we all seem to share, like rushing to the scholastic book fair with crumpled dollar bills in our hand. It wasn't just about buying books, it was about the anticipation. From the colorful displays, to the erasers, to the Minecraft handbooks, it was an experience that felt larger than life at the time. Even if you didn't buy much, like just being there was exciting. Then we had field trips. Field trips were another highlight, giving us a break from the usual routine and a chance to explore the world outside the classroom. Whether it was a museum, a historical site, or a local nature center, the actual destination was less important than the actual journey. Like just riding the bus, swapping snacks, and joking with friends made the whole day feel like an escape. The laughter, the inside jokes, and even the occasional chaos of a field trip are memories that still make us smile. Then there were moments that happened inside the classroom. Class parties for Halloween, Valentine's Day, or at the end of the school year were simple yet unforgettable. Someone would bring cupcakes, someone else would bring chips, and the teacher would pop in a movie that we've all seen 100 times but didn't mind watching again. These little breaks felt like celebrations, and they gave us a chance to bond with our classmates in a way that didn't involve homework or quizzes. To wrap things up, nostalgia has this incredible way of pulling us back to the moments that felt simple, joyful, and full of possibility. It's not just about the specific things we remember, like a favorite cartoon or a funny YouTube video. It's the feeling they gave us. A sense of wonder, freedom, and connection is what sticks with us the most. That sense of joy might feel like it's tied to the past, but it's also something we can carry forward into our lives now. The cool thing about nostalgia is how it connects us. Talking about the games we played, the shows we watched, or the snow days we loved brings us closer to the people who experienced it too. It's a reminder that while life has changed, those core feelings of excitement and comfort don't have to go away. So while we can't go back, we can still take pieces of those memories with us. If this video brought back memories, share your favorite ones in the comments. I'd like to hear them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.